saw that the number 3 ranked team was going to be in here tonight, and they came out to look at it. So the Maroons are going to draw a crowd wherever they go from now on.
They come in tonight 21-2. Gus Gillespie's got them all geared up for the tournament beginning in about 10 days from now.
Not long.
Not long. Just a couple ball games left after the night. We go with the usual lineup. Number 13, Kirk Lowry, the 6'1 senior. And Tyson Schnitker, number 30, the 6'1 junior, the guard spots. Forward, Jared Whipke, number 21, 6'3 senior. Nick Brooks, number 44, 6'5 junior. And in the middle, Chris Brooks, number 42, a 6'3 senior. So the 3 seniors, 2 juniors, and they'll line up at 6'5, 6'3, 6'3, 6'1, and 6'1. Olney Tigers come in at 9 and 13 in the NEC conference. I'm not sure where they rank in there. Red Hill, I think, is the number 1 team in the conference play. Olney is right in the middle somewhere. Coach Rob Flanagan's team in here with Grant Coker, number 11, at 1 guard spot, a 6-foot senior. The other guard, Justin Tennyson, number 14, a 5'10 senior. Forwards, Justin Miller, number 33, a 6'3 senior. The other forward, Anthony McClenathan, number 44, a 5'11 senior. And in the middle, Paul Stein, a 6'4 senior wearing number 50. All 5 seniors, they'll line up at 6'4", 6'3", 6 foot, 5'11", and 5'10". And that's a big club compared to what Olney seems like they normally put on the floor.
I hope that the people sit down around us, because we're going to have our problems seeing. Well, the Olney Tigers come off a win last night with Carmi, White County, and what appeared to be, by the box score, a fairly easy win for them.
I saw it on most of it on tape delay today, and they played real good defense, held Carmi to 30 points, and shot real well from the perimeter. Their big guy, I think, was Justin Miller. Wound up with, what did you say? You had the box score out there a minute ago.
17.
17. He had several threes.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's right, 17.
The 2 Bussard boys shot well. Kyle Fisher shot pretty well from the perimeter.
Well, Miller had 17. Nobody else was in double figures. Tennyson boy had 8 points, had 3 field goals.
They all had their moments when it counted, it seemed like.
And they shot 7 threes last night. So the Tigers probably will be putting some in the air against the Maroons.
Okay, the 3 officials, Terry Elms from Ozark, Don Fodor from Carrier Mills, and Jim Collins from Harrisburg. 2 of the 3 called the St. Francis de Sales game down in Nashville.
Paul Stein and Nick Brooks in the center circle. We get ready to go. And the Maroons control it as it's tipped back to Tyson Schnitker. He'll bring it across the timeline. Gives to Chris Brooks out front, and the Maroons will set their offense. Around the horn.
2-3 zone.
And the Maroons pass it around. There goes Schnitker with a 3, and he nails it. Tyson Schnitker, shooting well from 3-point range all year, opens the ball game with a 3. Tigers with it out front. Tennyson gives it back to Coker. Coker drives to the corner. Chris Brooks on him. And it's back out front to Miller. Justin Miller's the guy that can put it up. And a long 3 missed by Tennyson. Rebound, the Tigers pick it up, and we've got a traveling call. Paul Stein had got the rebound. When he tried to turn and put it back up, he was called for traveling, and the Maroons have got it back. They lead it 3-0. We've played a minute here in Ron Heron Gym. Lowry on the wing. Back out to Chris Brooks into Nick. Nick a turnaround 15-footer, and he's hammered.
But the foul. That's going to be... It's going to be number 50, Paul Stein, his first, team first. Nick Brooks is going to go to the line to shoot a pair.
Got the first one, makes it 4-0. Got them both. 5-0 Maroons lead. Tigers with the ball. A little pressure put on them by the Maroons. Grant Coker will take it across the line. And that's Tennyson with it out front. He goes in the middle to McClenathan. Gives it back to Miller. Miller's shot's no good. Rebound. Here comes Nick Brooks. Nick drives all the way. Drops it off. Tries to get it off to Lowry. It's knocked out of bounds. And the Tigers will have it. Tigers haven't scored yet. 5-0 Maroons. Justin Tennyson handles it out front. Gives to McClenathan. Now around by Coker. Coker drives the lane. Little layup. Won't go. Put back up and in by Justin Miller. He followed the play. First basket for the Tigers. 5-2. Tyson Snitker out front with it for the Maroons. Lowry down underneath. Nick Brooks tries to dunk it. Had a body hanging on him.
It's going to be Stein again, I'm sure. His second team foul for the Tigers.
Union Planters Bank in Robinson offers complete banking services. They're proud to back the Maroons in tonight's ball game. Good luck to the Maroons from Union Planters Bank in Robinson. They're a member FDIC. Well, Nick's 2 out of 3 now. Hope he doesn't go to 500. And he doesn't. He's got the second one. There's Miller from behind the three-point line. Won't go. Loose ball tipped around. Finally picked out by Lowry. Kirk brings it down in a hurry. Len stops, looks for help, and gives it back to Tyson. Snitker for another three. Not quite. Justin Tennyson takes it down. Tennyson again with it out front. Miller loses it out of bounds. Tigers not playing very sharp basketball right now. They've come off a ball game last night. Robinson's had a rest since Tuesday. That might make a little difference. 6-2 Maroons lead it here in the first quarter. Snitker drops it inside. Turnaround by Nick. Not quite. Pulled down by Miller. Tigers. Tennyson with it. Back over in the corner to Coker. Back to Miller. Now to McClenathan. Anthony makes a move inside in the lane. Tries a little jump hook. Blocked shot. Nice defense. Coker to Miller for three. Not quite. Loose ball. Picked up again by the Tigers. That's 3 offensive rebounds in a row. And a foul's going to be called on Chris Brooks. Tried to get a little push when he went after that ball. Here comes Brad Lackameyer in the ball game. He's coming in for Jared Whipke. We'll see a little shift around on the offense now, Ben.
I see a little shift defensively, too. Whipke was guarding Justin Miller. I don't know whether Lackameyer is quick enough to stay with him or not, but he was their big scorer last night, and they have switched a bit. Nick Brooks has got him now.
Showing it in the ball game for the Tigers. There's a three. Justin Tennyson got that one. They give him 2. 6-4. Maroons lead by a basket. Chris Brooks to Lowry. Kirk thought about it, gives it back to Chris. They're double teaming Nick down in the middle. Brad Lackameyer makes a move inside and draws a foul. Let's see, I missed Chad Miller, number 24 in the ball game for the Tigers, and he may be the one that got the foul.
24, Chad Miller, you're right. Yeah.
Chad's a 6-foot senior.
Third team foul. Go ahead, son.
He and Schoner come in on that last whistle there just a little bit ago. Brad Lackameyer got the first one. Got them both.
Brad, pretty cool shooter from the free throw line. 8-4. Everything's been a shooting foul so far. 3-team fields against Olney, and three people going to the line so far for the Maroons.
Coker with it out front. Gives it to Tennyson. Now over to Miller. Schonert with it. Schonert makes the move inside, kicks it back to Coker. Coker to the corner to Miller. And that's Justin Miller.
And that was a three.
He got a three. 8-7. Maroons by 1. Well, the Tigers started out kind of slow. They've sharpened up a little bit here. Snitker. Cross court. Kirk Lowry for three. It's going to come off the rim. Tigers pick it up. Justin Tennyson brings it down. He puts up a long three. Not quite. Loose ball. Lackameyer with the rebound. Gives it to Snitker, and Tyson brings it across the line. Brad comes out front at the top of the key, moves it over to Lackameyer. Trying to shake Nick Brooks loose underneath. He draws a crowd. That's Chris with it out front. Now Lackameyer, Lowry. Snitker looks inside. Chris gets it into Nick, turn around, got it. Good ball move at that time by the Maroons. Nick Brooks got loose, makes that turnaround. 10-7 the score, Maroons lead. First quarter action here in Olney with about 2.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Justin Miller with the ball, gives it back out front to Schonert. Schonert gives it up, drive, block, shot. That's Grant Coker, and he'll go to the line.
Tyson Snitker with a foul, his first second-team foul.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Whipke comes back in the lineup for Kirk Lowry for the Maroons. Grant Coker at the line. He'll have one more. Got that one. And we'll change now with Adam Bussard into the game for Coker. (10-8), Maroons by 2. Chris Brooks gives it to Snitker. Back to Chris and over to Whipke. They just pack that zone down deep. Nick comes out now on the wing. Gives it back to Chris. And Snitker. He'll bring it back out front. Inside. Lackameyer got loose. Missed the shot. A little too far deep, or a little too far underneath that time. Put that up good.
Tough angle.
Baseline drive. They kick it back out front. Schonert on the turnaround. Jonathan Schonert. We're tied at 10. Chris Brooks with it. Jared Whipke. Now Chris. Now Jared. They look inside. They really pack down on Nick. Lackameyer back to Chris. Chris for three. Didn't get the roll. Put back up. No good. Rebound Snitker. Fouled on the back. Bussard maybe.
Justin Tennyson's first foul, fourth team foul. Substitutes.
Maroons will have it out of bounds, and back into the ball game comes Anthony McClenathan. And
Jonathan Campbell, a 6'6" sophomore.
There he is down the middle, number 54. Campbell got in the game a little bit last night, didn't score any points. Here's Whipke. Maroons move it around the perimeter. Nick Brooks, he'll put up a three. Got it. Well, if they pack him down underneath, he'll move out beside the three-point line and make a three. Bussard controls the ball out front for the Tigers. Now McClenathan. Anthony, a senior. gives it back to Bussard. Tough defense by the Maroons. 30 seconds to go here in the quarter. 13-10 Maroons later. McClenathan guarded by Snitker. Now to Tennyson. Kripke will pick him up. The count started. Does he know him? McClenathan, back to McClenathan. Fakes his man, puts up an 18-footer, doesn't get the roll. Nick Brooks with the rebound. 2 seconds, put up the shot. Now he said, wait a minute. Looked down to make the pass. Nobody was there, so he just held it up. It's 13-10. We've played a quarter. Maroons lead it. Pediatrician Dr. John Plee was now seeing patients at the CMH Pediatric Clinic located in Suite C of the CMH Medical Center at 1000 North Allen Street in Robinson. He's had extensive experience with newborn deliveries and resuscitation, normal newborn care, and inpatient and outpatient pediatric care. That's CMH Pediatric Clinic. They're a provider for HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, First Care of Illinois, Medicaid, and most PPOs associated with Crawford Memorial Hospital. For more information about Dr. Plee or his services, please call the CMH Pediatric Clinic at 618-544-22. Let me try that again. That's at 618-544-5222. Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Services, working toward a healthier tomorrow. Well, we played a quarter. It's 13-10. Maroons lead it. First Robinson Savings Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank, ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank.
You got Adam Bussard in the game now.
That's Adam, number 12. Out of the corner for 3, and that's Justin Tennyson. Now we're tied at 13. Snitker gives it to Jared Whipke. Jared puts up a 3. He got it. Whipke might get on a streak here. Jared with a 3. 16-13 Maroons lead now. Adam Bussard brings it across the line against Lowry. Still works it out front. Gives it over in the corner. Tennyson for 3. Missed everything. They let it go out of bounds. It's going to be Maroons' ball. Here comes Chris Brooks back in the ball game, and Brad Lackamore will take a seat. 16-13 Maroons lead. Lowry inside to Nick. Nice pass, and Nick got the roll. Nice pass by Lowry. He had to thread the needle to get it in there that time. 16-13, 18-13 now with that basket. Maroons lead. And McClenathan calls a timeout for the Olney Tigers. They want a short one. Silk and Satin Bridal Shops ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. The Silk and Satin Bridal Shop, located right now on the west side of the square in Robinson. Sure got busy, didn't it? 18-13. The Tigers hanging right in there on this game.
And they haven't shot very well, really.
No, they haven't. Tennyson, as he had 2 threes, he got one just a little bit ago, and then he put one up and missed it all.
Well, he had a long 2 the first time.
Tigers ball. Adam Bussard has it out front. Gives it over to Campbell. Or that's Campbell with the ball right now. Now Bussard with it. Miller has it knocked away. Whipke almost got it. Bussard in the lane, gives it back to Tennyson. He goes for 3. Won't go. Rebound Lowry, and he's fouled on the back. It'll be Maroons' ball, and the foul, the big kid, maybe.
52. Jonathan Schoner. His first 5th team foul.
Snitker with it out front for the Maroons. Looks inside. Now to Lowry. Kirk cross court. Has it batted away by Bussard. Nice defense by Bussard. Those kind of passes always kind of scare me anyway. Kirk Lowry thought about it, gives it back to Snitker. Tyson for three. Got it. Tyson Snitker. 21-13.
It's his second three, and I think he went into tonight's game with something like 28 or something on that order.
Tigers around the perimeter. Inside to Schonert. Has the ball knocked away by Brooks, and Kirk Lowry picks it up. Kirk makes a drive to the basket, moves in the lane, kicks it back out. Jared Whipke for three, arches a shot and got it. There's Jared. Two in a row for Jared Whipke. And a timeout call by the Tigers again. This one's going to be a full one. Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to personal insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with mortgage insurance, consumer debt coverage, estate planning for family or estate taxes, and a lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Don't forget Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters. Understand the temperature's going to start dropping off. We hit 60 degrees today, and then tomorrow night it's supposed to get down toward the teens again. Better make a trip out to Rural King. They've got Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner Boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all out of Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
I'm still waiting for that big snow. See who shows up at my house to shovel.
Well, it ain't gonna be me.
Somehow I knew that.
Tigers ball. They bring it in. Adam Bussard with it. Good pressure by the Maroons. Tipped away by Whipke. Chris Brooks picks it up. Chris drives. Offensive foul is going to be called on Chris.
His second personal, third team foul against the Maroons. Going to be Olney ball into their own basket.
Anthony McClenathan getting ready to check back in the ball game. And it's going to be Thomas Campbell. It's going to go out, number 54, the 6'6 sophomore.
Lackamore into the Maroons. Lowry out.
Bussard handles it for the Tigers. 5 minutes, a little over 5 minutes to go in the first half. 24-13, Maroons lead it. They were tied at 13 at one time. And the Maroons have gone on a run.
Kind of broken it open, scoring them 11-3.
And that's Snitker Whipke three-pointers out of that. That one comes up short, right in the hands of Tyson Snitker. He moves it down the lane, bounces one to Chris Brooks. Chris missed a layup. He'll talk about that for a while. Justin Tennyson down in the corner to Miller. Miller for three, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, three Maroons there. Tyson Snitker comes out with it. Down to Nick Brooks. Nick moves in the lane. Stops, little jumper, won't go. Rebound Miller. Tigers bring it back. Still haven't scored for a while, 24-13. Bussard with it out front, gives to Tennyson. They move it around to Miller. Back to McClenathan. And Bussard again. Good defense by the Maroons. Almost gotten away by Chris Brooks. He got a hand on it again. There's Bussard's shot. And they give him three. Adam Bussard. And that's the first basket they've had for a while.
I think they scored on their first possession, and that's 4 minutes plus.
Yeah,
since then.
It was tied at 13. Maroons have run up to 24 on that. Inside to Lackamore. Brad off the glass and got it. 26-16. Bussard handles the ball out front for the Tigers. There's McClenathan to Miller. Miller in the corner. He'll put up the shot. They're going to shoot it tonight. Chris Brooks with the rebound. Chris drives the lane, stops, dishes it off to Lackamore. Brad puts it in. Nice job by Chris Brooks. Nice pass. Brad with the score, 28-16. Bussard from behind the line, give him 3. 28-19, a 9-point lead for the Maroons. And we got a timeout call by the Maroons. It's going to be a short one. First Robinson Savings Bank, proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. Always ready to take care of your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson.
That Bussard boy's probably got more gym time logged than any of the Olney players in his lifetime. I'm not sure who his dad is. It's either Larry Bussard, who was the coach AD here at the high school for years, or Rick Bussard, who was a coach at OCC for a long time.
Any way you look at it.
He's been a gym rat.
Lowry with it to Whipke. Out to Tyson Snitker. 2:40 to go in the half. Maroons up. There's Tyson Snitker. He's got the hot hand. Make it 30-19 now, an 11-point lead by the Maroons. Adam Bussard. Bussard's a 5A junior, getting a lot of floor time in. He's a good shooter, good ball handler. Nick Brooks is on him now. He gives it over to McClenathan. Or McClenathan in the corner with it right now. That's number 44. Now back out to Tennyson. Tennyson tries to work against Snitker, and he gives it to Miller. Almost swiped by Lackameyer. Schoenert shot short. Down to Lackameyer. Brad, careful, careful. He wanted to.
He had it all loaded up. It just would come out of his hand.
It's going to be Tiger ball. And what are we pointing at? Here comes an official. We've got seems to be a little bit of an argument on whose ball it is.
The first official pointed that way.
Coach Gillespie is trying to get it back the other way, and it is. They talked him out of it. Now Flanagan.
He may have said red ball, but he pointed that direction.
Maroons ball. Anyway, now it is anyway. Whipke with it. Looks for help. Gets it back out to Snitker. Tyson takes it in the lane, drops it off to Nick. Nick moves, shoots. Won't go. Rebound tipped around. Snitker is going to be called for the foul on the back.
That's his second, fourth team foul.
Minute 31 to go in a half. It's 30-19. Maroons lead. They come down to put a little pressure on the Tigers now on the inbounds play. McClenathan brings it into Tennyson. Justin works it up the court against Tyson. Uses the pick, gets it across the line. Now back to McClenathan. Tennyson thought about it. McClenathan back out front to Coker. Schoenert back to Coker. Coker goes inside to Schoenert. Schoenert on the turnaround, won't go. Loose ball. And let's see, going to go to Robinson. Good move by Tyson Snitker. He got enough of the ball to get it off a Tiger player as it went out of bounds. So it's Maroon ball. Under a minute to go in the half. They lead at 30-19. And I'm sure they're just going to run some clock now. Lowry inside to Nick. Nick tries to power his way in the lane. Draws the foul. And he'll be at the line to shoot 2.
Second foul on Jonathan Schoenert.
Well, let the professional staff of Bowden Sherwood to improve the looks of your home or business. Whether you're putting in new landscaping or refreshing the old, they can do it all. From seeding and fertilizing to bug control. That's Bowden and Sherwood, located on Campus Street, right there in Robinson. (31-19). Nick will have the second one. Got that one. Down the court in a hurry is Coker. Gives to McClenathan. 35 seconds on the clock. McClenathan drives the lane and draws a foul.
It'll be Nick Brooks. First foul on Nick Brooks. Team foul number 5. Still Olney ball. 33.2 seconds left in the second quarter.
McClenathan inbounds the ball. Looks for help. Gets it off in the corner.
Off the glass.
Grant Coker.
I'm still not sure about that.
Wait a minute. No, that was Tennyson, wasn't it? 14. Tennyson. Well, he didn't call his shot off the glass there, but how do you bank him from the corner?
I guess that was just a 2. I thought it was a 3.
Nick Brooks works the ball around. We're at 10 seconds. Whipke back to Nick. 32-21. Maroons are going for the last shot. Nick about forgot to move. He throws it away. 1.1 second. Tiger ball. Well, it's good if it goes, but it didn't. So we've played a half here in Olney. The Maroons lead it by 11, 32-21. Well, thanks to Cellular One for providing us with a free phone to coordinate production of community events. We'd like to invite you to stop by at Cellular One, located at 102 East Main Street on the north side of the square, right next to Judy's Cafe. Check out the variety of phones available. They've got several models and calling plans to choose from. That's Cellular One at the new location on the north side of the square in Robinson. Stick around here a little bit, and Dwayne's going to have totals here of the first half. But the next time you need tires, and with the weather changing, you better think about that. Go to Marathon Tire. They sell Bridgestone, Michelin Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson. You'll get the best deal in tires at Marathon Tire. To a complete car care center. Need insurance? Well, Weber Insurance and Realty offers a complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to business insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with coverage for buy and sell agreements, key man insurance to provide the continuity of business, and a lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Watching a little bit of the halftime here in Olney. The Silk and Satin Bridal Shop now at their new location on the west side of the square where the Vogue used to be. They're ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop in Robinson, located on the west side of the square. You done?
I'm done.
You got to go for it.
Robinson on top, 32-21 in that 11-point lead, scoring by quarters. Robinson broke ahead 13-10 in the first quarter, and outscored Olney 19-15 in the second quarter. Take that 32-21 lead. Olney's leading scorer at this point, Justin Tennyson, with 7 points. Adam Bussard with 6 off of the bench. 5 points for Justin Miller, 1 point for Grant Coker, and Jonathan Schoner with 2. 4 3-point baskets, 2 of those by Bussard, 1 by Tennyson, and 1 from Justin Miller. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He committed 6 fouls, 2 on Jonathan Schoner, 2 on Paul Stein, 1 each on Chad Miller and Justin Tennyson. For the Maroons, leading scorer, Nick Brooks with 12 points, 6 points for Brad Lackemeyer off the bench, Tyson Schnitker with 8, and 6 points for Jared Whipke. 5 3-point baskets, 2 by Whipke, 2 from Schnitker, and 1 from Nick Brooks. 7 for 8 from the line. They committed 5 fouls, 2 each on Schnitker and Chris Brooks, 1 on Nick Brooks. Rebounding, Robinson on top, 11-9. Turnovers I have the Tigers with 4 and the Maroons with 3. So it's 32-21 halftime.
Don't forget the Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, and a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's a Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Stick around. We'll be back with the second half action here in just a little bit. I'm looking around here at halftime. We've got a good crowd, and there's many people from Robinson. Nobody's going to watch us. Nobody's home to. Everybody's down here watching the game live. 32-21, the score here at halftime. Maroons on top. Looking around a little bit, lost my schedule. I was going to mention that next week, next Tuesday night, the Maroons will travel to Charleston. We'll be going up there. That'll be an Apollo Conference ball game. And then Friday they return home. That's February 15th. And Effingham will be back over at Robinson for another Apollo Conference game. And that's getting pretty well winding the season up next week with the 2 ball games, Charleston and Effingham, Apollo Conference games. We've got Saturday, February the 16th. We'll be out at Lincoln Trail when Southeastern comes to town. So that'll be a good game, a fun game to do, and a fun game to watch, I'm sure. Tournament week will start the 18th of February on Monday down at Mount Carmel. And we'll be down there covering all the county teams that will be playing at Mount Carmel, and that'll be Robinson, Oblong, and Palestine.
So we open that Monday with Oblong and Lawrenceville. Tuesday night it'll be Palestine Red Hill, and Wednesday night it'll be Robinson versus the winner of Lawrenceville Oblong.
So we're going to have a busy week, regional week, but it'll be a fun week. Tournament time, things really pick up. Well, the Maroons had possession and threw it away, so they get the first turnover of the second half. And it'll be Olney ball. Maroons on the floor with Brad Lackemeyer out there, Nick Brooks, Whipke, Lowry, and Snitker. Turnaround jumper won't go. Brooks got the tip, gets it over to Snitker. There's Jared Whipke, drops it off to Lowry, and Lowry's got it in. Good ball work by the Maroons. Coker out on the corner. Maroons playing man-to-man. Got around Lowry. That was Tennyson. The drive and the layup. And the bucket, 34-23 now. Maroons still up by 11. Kirk Lowry gets it over to Whipke. Inside to Nick Brooks. Nick drops it off to Lackemeyer. Brad hammered. And I imagine we're going to shoot a couple there. No, out of bounds.
Foul called on Grant Coker, his first foul, first team foul as well.
Snitker drops it in to Brooks. Brooks missed it, but got his own rebound, tipped it back out to Lowry. Lowry missed it, and Lackemeyer grabbed the ball, swung around and let go when he heard the whistle, and the Tiger guy hit the floor. Olney will bring it inbounds. McClenathan gets it into Coker. Little full court pressure put on by the Maroons as Coker gets it across the line. Snitker on him. Into McClenathan. Looks for help. Can't find it. Finally gets it over to Coker again. Grant fits it back out to Tennyson. Coker makes the move inside. Has to come back out to Tennyson for three. Got it. Justin Tennyson, that three-point shooter. And we got a timeout call on the floor by the Maroons. and it's going to be a short one. Well, First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank, ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Hershey Chocolate, proud to be a part of Crawford County, pleased to support the students in the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson. Short timeout, 34-26. The Tigers have cut into that lead just a little bit. And it's going to be maroon ball. Snitker brings it across the line, picked up by Tennyson, gives it to Whipke, and Miller's on him. Now Lowry, back to Jared. Snitker, Tyson backs it out. Lowry inside to Nick. Nick makes room and makes the bucket. 36-26. Maroons have got that 10-point lead back. Coker gets it across the line. Gives to McClenathan. Anthony makes a move to the basket. Works against Brooks. Gives it up. Gives it to Miller. Miller's shot short. And Lowry's there to pick it off. Kirk drives, puts up the shot off the glass, draws a foul. He'll be at the line to shoot a pair of them. Well, Crawford Memorial Healthcare Agency is conducting a foot clinic on Tuesday, February 26th at the Robinson Senior Citizen Center from 9 to 11 a.m. A registered nurse from Crawford Memorial Home Care Agency will trim and file toenails, apply lotion, and assess feet for any abnormalities. That's the registered nurse will also instruct each client on proper foot care. The fee is $15 to set up an appointment for the foot clinic. Call the Robinson Senior Citizen Center before February 26th. Call them at 618-544-8811. That's Crawford Memorial Hospital and Health Agency, a tradition of caring.
Lowry made the second one of the two. Maroons take the 37-26 lead, back to that 11-point spread.
No shot.
Whipke with a foul, I guess.
A little picky on that, I thought.
First foul on Whipke, first team foul.
Maroons by 11. Tiger ball under their own basket. McClenathan with it out front. Now Tennyson. Tennyson likes to shoot the three. Drives the lane, puts up the short one. Nope, but draws another foul. We're going to seem like we're getting a lot of whistles here.
That's Tyson Schnitker. That's going to be 3 on him. Second team foul. This is Tennyson with the line, shooting 2.
Union Planters Bank in Robinson offers complete banking service. They're proud to back the Maroons in tonight's ball game. Good luck to the Maroons. From Union Planters Bank in Robinson, they're a member FDIC. Now it's a 9-point lead, 37-28 on those two free throws by Tennyson. Maroons up by 9. Jared Whipke in the corner, back out front to Snitker. Lowry. Snitker. Jared for 3. Not quite. Rebound, knocked loose, fought for. Picked out of there by Lowry. And stolen away by Justin Miller. Tigers come back with a chance to cut into the lead. To Campbell, back out front. Tennyson on the move against Lowry. Drops it off to McClenathan. Now Bussard. McClenathan holds the ball. Tennyson off the screen. Nice shot.
Got a quick release.
Yeah.
And he doesn't hesitate.
37-31. The Tigers have pulled it within 6. I think the biggest lead the Maroons have had has been 11, isn't it? There's Snitker. That big 3, important. Tyson missed any yet?
I don't know. That's his third 3 tonight. 11 points.
40-31. Maroons back out by 9. Bussard with it out front. Whipke chasing Tennyson or Miller around. Tennyson with the ball. Now Bussard drives against Snitka. Blocked away by Lackameyer. The foul's called. And
well, that's a long way off to make that call.
Yeah, it sure is. Well, was it on the shooter or was it on away from the ball?
Foul was called on Lowry. He was guarding him, wasn't he?
Lowry and Lackameyer come out of the ball game. Yeah, he was. Bussard with it to McClenathan. Dips it inside to Miller. Justin, fadeaway. Didn't get the roll. Nick Brooks. Nick in a crowd. Moves inside. Got it. Foul.
Count it.
You know, there was another one. The call was made by the official clear out in the corner of the halfway line. Two other officials are closer, and neither made the call.
Who got the foul?
You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait and
looks
see.
like it's Tennyson. He's got two up on the board. I only had him for one.
There's Nick with the three-point play. Had the field goal and the free throw. 43-31, a 12-point lead. Almost stolen away. McClenathan on the drive. Hammered by Chris Brooks, or Chris got the block. And right in front of the official, no foul call. Olney bench didn't agree with it. Snitka sets the offense out front. Tyson with it. Works against Tennyson. 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Maroons up by 12. Pass in under to Nick. Nick on the fadeaway from the baseline. Didn't quite get it. Didn't get the roll.
That's the first rebound for Olney in the second half.
Bussard with it out front. They go around the perimeter with it. Drive by Miller. Kicks it back out to Tennyson. And now McClenathan gives to Bussard. McClenathan looks inside, gives to Tennyson. Now Bussard, he'll go for three. Comes up short into the hands of Whipke. He gives it to Chris Brooks. We're at 2:10 to go in the third quarter. Maroons still up by 12, 43-31. Snitka with it, works off the screen. Drives off the glass and got it. Tyson Snitka. Little spurt of speed. Got around his man, put it off the glass. 45-31, a 14-point lead by the Maroons, and the Tigers want a timeout. A full. How about that? Well, the Silk and Satin Bridal Shops, their new location on the west side of the square in Robinson, where the Vogue used to be. They're ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop in Robinson, located on the west side of the square.
For quality tires at the right price, go to Marathon Tire. They have Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. See Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, where you get the best deal on tires. Marathon Tire is your complete car care center.
And don't forget, for heaven's sakes, at Rural King Supplies, your winter weather headquarters. For Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by service, lacrosse insulated boots, and that's all at Rural King Supply on Route 33, east of Robinson. Boy, we cruise through this. We'll get this down pat one of these days. If we could just get the TV timeouts and all, we'd have her made. We got a minute 54 to go in the third quarter. Maroons up by 14, 45-31, and the Tigers have possession. Adam Bussard, nope, that's a new man out there. That's somebody I don't have on the roster.
Your number 10,
yeah.
Kyle Fisher.
Well, I must have missed him on the lineup. Fisher on the drive, got his own rebound. Gets it back out front to McClenathan, now back to Fisher. Fisher in the lane, puts up the jumper. A little short, into the hands of Chris Brooks. Foul's going to be called.
Kirk Lowry, I think. Rebounding foul. Number 2 on Kirk Lowry, 4th team foul on the Maroons.
Never mind, it got tangled up in the wire. Still 45-31, Maroons lead. Tigers whip it around the perimeter. There's a drive. A little deep by Tennyson. Kicks it back out front. Schoenert with it. Gives to Tennyson. Now we're back to Fisher. Fisher to Miller. Chad works against Whipke. In the lane from 15. Short into the hands of Nick Brooks. Nick will push it down court. Gives it back to Snitker. We're at about 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Tyson, wide open in the lane. Back out to Whipke for 3. No, not quite.
Could take his choice there. He had 2 open in each corner.
Fisher to Schoenert. Over to Tennyson. Back out front to Fisher. Inside of McClenathan. Now Tennyson, we'll go with a 3. Killing a little time for the last shot. We're down to about 10 seconds now. And now they'll run the offense, I bet. Fisher, look at the clock. Schoenert. Fisher will put it up. Missed everything. Time's going to run out. We're going to wind up with 3 quarters of play here. 45-31. In favor of the Maroons. 13-10 on the quarter. Is that the way that worked out?
That's right.
Silk and Satin Bridal Shops ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week, 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop located on the west side of the square in Robinson. Don't forget First Robinson Savings Bank. They're proud to be your hometown bank. They've served Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. Well, the 4th quarter coming up. Maroons lead it by 14, 45-31. We got 8 minutes left to play in this ball game. It's going to be Maroons ball as we start the final stanza. Maroons with Lowry, Whipke, Snitker, Brad Lackemeyer, and Nick Brooks on the floor. Snitker into Nick. Nick moves his man. Gets a shot, tip, no good. Rebound, Lackemeyer. Brad up off the glass, got the roll. Brad Lackemeyer, good hard work by Brad. And we got a man down, and that's Fisher for Olney. I don't know if he rolled an ankle. No, looks like maybe an elbow in the nose, yeah. Well, they take a timeout and check him out. Let the professional staff at Bowden Sherwood help you with all your lawn and garden needs. Planting, pruning, seeding, spraying, fertilizing, bug control, and now professional lawn grooming. Bowden Sherwood's located 4 blocks east of the City Park on Tampa Street in Robinson. That's Bowden and Sherwood Seed Sales.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his nose or above his eye or what, but he's only 5'8" or 5'9". He kind of walks around about elbow height to the big guys.
Yeah. Well,
Grant Coker's back in for him.
Looks like they're going to take him down to the locker room. I can't tell if he's bleeding at all or not, but it
must be.
Took a shot. Anyway, don't see. That was Kyle Fisher. And now the Tigers will bring. Who'd they bring in? They got 5 on the floor, but I don't know who the new guy is. Probably Grant Coker, number 11, yeah. Grant was a starter. He's back out on the floor. Yeah, he must have bled a little bit. They're wiping the floor up. (47-31). The Maroons lead it by 16, their biggest lead of the night right now. And we're about ready to go. It's going to be Tiger ball. Anthony McClenathan will throw it in bounds. Maroons using a little full court pressure. They get it into Coker. And Grant will work it down against Tyson Snipka. Maroons man-to-man defense. Coker looks for help. Gets it to Miller. Now to McClenathan. Now to Tennyson. Back to McClenathan. McClenathan moves in the lane. Looks for help. Being guarded closely. They want a foul call. Finally got it. Oh, double dribble.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Nick got away with murder that time. I think he knows it. Lowry with it out on the wing, guarded by Coker. Now to Whipke. Whipke gives to Lackameyer, in to Tyson Snipka, to Nick in the corner, takes the baseline, moves underneath, got the shot. Nick Brooks with a bucket, 49-31. McClenathan with it out front for the Tigers. Now to Coker. Grant moves inside, looks for help, gives it back out to Schoner. Schoner drives the lane, puts up a left-handed shot. Nice shot, didn't get the roll. Miller, Lackameyer got the foul.
With the foul. That's his first foul. 15 foul.
And into the lineup for the Tigers comes Dustin Bussard, number 4. And let's see, Chad Miller, number 20. No, that's 34. That's Steve Mitchell, the 5'9" sophomore, into the lineup for the Tigers. There's a drive, blocked by Lackameyer. He draws the foul. Tennyson on the drive.
He pinned it on the glass, too.
You can do that, can't you?
Depends on if it's hit the glass. If it's hit the glass first, you can't.
Well, he got one.
Who's that, Tennyson or Mitchell?
Tennyson at the line, yeah. Justin Tennyson. Got them both. 49-33. Kent Tedford in the ball game for the Maroons. There goes Lackameyer underneath. Works hard.
Got his own rebound.
Puts it up. Count the bucket, and he'll draw the foul.
And they're going to count it.
Lackameyer worked hard for that one. Got his own rebound. Went back up, scored, drew the foul, and he'll be at the line.
You know, Lackemeyer's in double figures again. He's got 10 right now, looking for 11. It's about what did we say, about the 4th game in a row he's come off the bench in double figures?
Yeah. Paul Stein in the game for the Tigers, number 50. Paul's a 6'4" senior. Bradshaw missed it. Rebound, Nick Brooks. Maroons will keep it. Nick works the corner, puts it up. No good. Tipped back up, no good. Tipped again, no good. Tedford picks up Tennyson on defense. He'll have his hands full. There's a shot, it's no good. Nobody wants it. It's bounced on the floor. And the Tigers come back with it. Coker gives it off to Bussard. And Bussard's fine.
It's going to be Whipke. And that's his second.
51. Go ahead.
7th team foul. Everybody's shooting now. Or Olney is shooting anyway.
51-33. Biggest lead of the night for the Maroons. Dustin makes that one. Here comes Kirk Lowry back in the game for Kent Tedford. Dustin Bussard is a 6-foot sophomore. He'll be around a while. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound, Lackameyer gets it out to Lowry. Kirk waits and gives it to Snitka. Snitka drives, stops, dishes it off. Loose ball knocked around and picked out of there by Dustin Bussard again. Good defense. There's a drive, missed a layup, tipped back, no good. Finally Whipke with a rebound for the Maroons. They'll slow it down a little bit. Just around 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Maroons 51-34 lead. Lowry gives it back to Snitka. And Nick Brooks got hammered from behind by Steve Mitchell. Foul's called away from the ball.
His first, team foul number 4.
I think Nick just got pushed down on that.
Number 5. I show 4. The board says 5.
Stolen away by Lackameyer on the inbound pass.
Foul called.
And they call it on Brad?
No. Mitchell again.
Yeah, there they go. Into Lowry. Now back out to Nick Brooks. Nick goes into Lackameyer. Brad to the corner to Whipke. Jarrett drives, 10-footer. Not quite. Brooks tips it away and gets his own rebound. Makes a move inside, stepped on the baseline. Coker with the ball for the Tigers. Bussard back out to Mitchell, over to Coker. Grant finds a lane open, gets everybody out of the way, counts the bucket, draws the foul. Let's see who got it. And it's going to be on Brad Lackameyer. He and Brooks both were down there, and I don't think either one of them thought he fouled him. But the foul went against Lackameyer. Coach Gillespie shows his displeasure a little bit. Full timeout call. Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your professional and business needs. When it comes to business insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with coverage for buy and sell agreements, key man insurance to provide continuity of business, and a lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson. Don't want to overdo it here. 51-36. .428 to go in the ball game. Why are they waving at us?
Who?
.428 to go in the ball game. 51-36. Maroons lead it. And at the line will be Grant Coker. He made the basket. They counted it, and he'll have one shot. And he missed it. Brad Lackameyer got the rebound. Snitka will take it down across the line. Tyson uses the screen, drives around, dumps it off to Lowry, back to Tyson. Cross court to Whipke. Jared kicks it back out to Snitka. Maroons content to run some time off the clock. Lowry into Brooks. Nick on the floor.
Good defense. Jump ball. Olney possession.
Back into the ball game for the Tigers is Chad Miller, number 24, and Austin Bussard will go out of the game. He played some good minutes. Mitchell brings it across the line against Snitka. Out front to Tennyson. Tennyson Works. Gives it to Mitchell. Guarded by Snicker. And now Miller. Chad Miller, what do we got?
I think Kirk Lowry.
We've got 1-1. And
this is Tennyson at the line. He's 4 for 4 so far.
We want to. The positioning of the officials when the fouls are called, it seems like whoever's farther away calls a foul. 3:36, Whipke on the drive, kicks it back out to Tyson. Tyson puts up a 10-footer. Got the shot, it went in.
And they counted it.
And they counted it. Tyson will go to the, I don't think he's missed a shot tonight, has he?
Oh, he's had a good night. That foul's on Tennyson.
Tyson will be at the free throw line. 53-36.
Got 17 or 15 now.
Missed the free throw. Well, that was too easy. Rebounds picked up by Steve Mitchell, the Tigers. They move it down court. Coker's in the corner with it. Back out to Tennyson. Tennyson guarded by Lowry. Kirk stays right on him. Back out front to Coker. Chad Miller dishes it off. Shot by Schoner. That wasn't Schoner. That was Paul Stein, number 50. Nice job. Lowry to Snicker.
Snicker with 17 now. Nick Brooks with 19. Got it on the Tiger timeout. It's a short one.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. 2:55 on the clock, and it's 55-36, a 19-point lead for the Maroons. It's going to be Olney ball when we come back after that short timeout. Charge to the Tigers. A little discussion on.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this is about. Is it a substitution they're talking about? Or what?
I think he's just telling him he's got one timeout left. McClenathan will bring it in for the Tigers. He gets it back out front to Coker. Coker with it around on the wing. Comes back out front to McClenathan. Now to Tennyson. Sets the screen. Tennyson. Coker for three. Got it. Grant Coker got the three-pointer. 2:30 to go in the ball game. Snicker on the drive to Lowry. Lackameyer down underneath.
Nice job, Nick Brooks, getting open. And a good job of Lackameyer getting the ball when he needed it.
57-39. Maroons lead. Chris hasn't been in the game this. There's going to be a foul on Lowry, and that'll be a three-shot. Yeah.
And that's Lowry's fourth and the 10th team foul.
Has Chris been in this half at all?
Yeah.
I don't think he started because Lackameyer started the second half, I think.
This is Tennyson again.
Tennyson at the line. He's
shooting
probably
three.
Gathered a bundle of them, hadn't he? There's one. Tennyson
5 for 6.
He had 8 points last night against White County, but he's missed that one. More than double that tonight, I bet.
He's got 20.
One more for Mr. Tennyson. Got it. Now he's got 21. 57-41. 16-point lead. Maroons have.
Justin Miller, who led him in scoring last night, held a 5 tonight.
Nick Brooks back out to Whipke. Jared drops it off to Snicker. Tyson drives, kicks it out to Nick. Nick on the baseline. Nice pass to Lackameyer. Got it, Brad Lackameyer. Nice pass by Nick. He just Little bounce pass right to it. 59-41, Maroons. Chad Miller gives it up to McClenathan. Out in the corner to Coker. Coker tries the baseline. Back out to Stein. Out of bounds. He said, which I don't know where it goes. And Mr. Collins said, just give it to them.
And I think he's wrong.
We got 1:31 on the clock. The Maroons are changing teams here. And into the ball game will come Brad Shaner and J.B. Holmes. Chris Wakefield. Lucas Taylor. And I'm missing one. Oh, Kyle Hardiman, number 34. There we go. Maroons stay in a man-to-man. Drive up off the glass by Tennyson. The foul is going to be called. We'll have to wait for the number.
It's Brad Shaner.
And it's Tennyson at the line again. We know he can shoot free throws. Got another one. Mr. Tennyson's had a heck of a night. Got another one. Now here come the Tigers with a big change. And checking into the ball game will be Jason Anderson. And we're going to have some that I don't have. I see a number 23 out there.
The 23 is Blake Hilliard. Sophomore Blake Hilliard.
Okay, Kyle Fisher's back in. And Thomas Campbell back in for the Tigers.
Adam Bussard.
Shaner, there's Wakefield. Chris drives, puts up an 18-footer, comes up a little short. Rebound put back by Mr. Holmes, didn't quite get the roll. And the rebound's pulled off by Jason Anderson of the Tigers, and they bring her down in a hurry. There goes Bussard with it. Back out front to Fisher. Long threes put up, comes up a little short. Rebound Shaner. Brad will take it down court. We're under a minute. Kyle Hardiman has his shot blocked, and he'll go to
a hard foul.
Kyle will shoot two with 39 seconds to go in the ball game.
First foul on Austin Bussard.
Well, the Silk and Satin Bridal Shops at their new location on the west side of the square where the Vogue used to be. They're ready to serve you from 10 to 5 during the week and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. After-hour appointments are available. That's the Silk and Satin Bridal Shop in Robinson, located on the west side of the square. Kyle got that one. Make it 60-43, 17-point lead. And about 30 seconds to go in the ball game. Bussard with it. And gives to Adam Bussard. We got Austin and Adam in there. Both of them at the same time, and I don't know who got the shot.
That was Adam Bussard.
Kyle Hardiman with it out front for the Maroons. We're going to run down to about 10 seconds. Lucas Taylor dumps it inside to Shaner. Brad puts it up and in. Give Lucas the assist and Brad the bucket. 62-45. Time's going to run out. Shot will be good if it goes, but it didn't. Well, we've hit a final. 62-45 with the Robinson Maroon win here at Ron Herron Gym in Olney. The Olney Tigers and NEC Conference Ball Club and the Maroons in a non-conference game here tonight. As Dwayne figures up, I'd like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters. For Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's all at Rural King Supply, located on Route 33, east of Robinson. Don't forget that the First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 119 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. They're a real community bank. See you, Mr. McClenathan. Mr. McClenathan, the father of Anthony, and he's had a couple of boys